Hello, hello everybody. I am going live here in Periscope. And yeah, let's see how this works. Hey everyone, this is NecieBlack. I'm going live here in Periscope and in our Facebook group, Align Your Life, in case you're not there with me. I'm working on this setup because I'm trying to do like 2 or 3 things at the same time. Hey Kim, hey baby, how you doing, girl? Y'all bear with me, and I tell you what, I guess it'll give other people an opportunity to join. So I've got several little things set up here. I've got my computer that I'm recording on. I have my, let's see, I think this is my Facebook Live inside the Align Your Life group. Hey family. And I think I've got Periscope going on over here. I'm trying to hit it. I'm trying to hit it and work it from all different angles. So I wanted to make sure that I am, I'm working it. That's what it's all about. I'm working it, different outlets, connect with different people. And that's kind of what it's all about. So if I'm going to say something, then I'm going to say something where everybody can participate. Yes, Cheryl, I'm multitasking. So, you know how technology goes sometimes. You have to be a little bit flexible. So if I have to be flexible and juggle some things and move some things around, like I'm doing over here on what is this? I don't remember. Who are you? Are you Periscope? If you're Periscope, give me some hearts. Dagnabbit, give me some hearts. And I'll tell you what, I ain't got time. Thank you for the hearts. I don't have time for trolls today. And I'm going to do everything I can to ignore those trolls, because we get those in Periscope. People that are sitting around, ain't about nothing, ain't doing nothing, ain't got time for nothing except trying to mess up what you're doing. So, hey trolls, if you decide to join, come on in and maybe you'll learn something. So let me tell you, today is Wednesday and it's hump day. The middle of the week, which is why I created the midweek motivation and mind check. And it is just to kind of interrupt or disrupt the middle of your week to see how you're doing on your goals and what you said you were going to do, and the mentality that you started out the week with, and how you're faring on that. The whole purpose is to not let anything, anyone interrupt your joy, your peace, where you are on your journey, what it is that you want to accomplish. Don't let people and their negativity affect whether or not you continue to move, whether or not you continue to grow. That's the important thing, because a lot of times in our day and time in society, it's so easy because we're sitting behind the computer and we're looking at what's going on in the world. We're looking at what's going on in other people's life, and we have a tendency to absorb all of that. And if we start comparing what it is that somebody else is doing in their journey, and then we look at where we are in ours, it can easily influence us or affect us to the point that we are not moving, that we're spending too much time looking at what they're doing and how they're doing, and we take that and then we go back and we try and tweak what it is that we're doing to make it fit. And the whole key is just to be yourself and to do what you are good at doing, and not compare with what you're doing with what somebody else is doing. So this week's session on motivation and mind check, and just in case you guys are not a part of our Facebook community, I encourage you to go to alignyourlife.com. That's alignyourlife, L with a Y, F-E.com, and join our Facebook community so that you can be part of the growth and get the inspiration and motivation that you need so that you can continue on your journey, right? So, hey, Facebook. Hi, Portia Michelle. Glad you joined. Maybe if I sit down. I'm trying to get my whole head on Periscope, but it's not working. So tap your screen, give me some hearts, invite your followers, tweet it out, let everybody know that we are live here in the Facebook community and we're live here on Periscope. And today's talk is going to be about sometimes our mindset can really get the best of us. We've got to really do a reality check on where we are with our mindset. You know, the mind games that people will play with us and the games that we play with ourselves, you know, those thoughts sometimes that are self-inflicted and they really go hand in hand a lot of times because we absorb what people say, whether we intend to or not. We absorb negativity. We absorb a lot of the things that are going on around us in our environment, in our space. And that's where our limiting beliefs come from. Our limiting beliefs about what we can do and how far we can go and what we can achieve, it starts in our mind. The strength of our talents, the strength of our gifts, whether or not we act on them, it starts in our mind. You know, it's all a mental thing. You know, I was before I moved to Oklahoma, I was a member of the Potter's House, and I loved it there, and I miss it there. And I was sitting in the service one day when Bishop was preaching on how the mind is your battlefield. The enemy's not after your car or your job or your money. The enemy is after your mind. And if he can get a hold of your mindset, he can get your house. He can get your job. He can get access to your kids, your most prized possessions. You know, so it all starts with our thinking and in our mind. So make sure that you do everything you can to strengthen your mindset, to strengthen and guard your mindset. So you think about what those limiting beliefs are that we absorb and that we have in our mindset. It's all a result of our experiences, our environments. You know, when I was growing up, I did what I was told to do. I went where I was told to go. I said, you speak when you're spoken to. And everything, all of those experiences shape who we are, and it shapes our mindset. You know, from the time we were born, our guardians, whoever they might be, dictate to us. What they see is our best interest, right? What they see as our best interest. And when we get grown, I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't even count how many times I said, when I get grown, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and ain't nobody going to be able to tell me nothing and blah, 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 blah. I had that mindset, you know, and I took it and used it a lot of times because I was so wanting to get outside of what my mom and them said and my daddy and them said and all of them, that dictation that was given to me. I started making choices, and a lot of them weren't so good. I started making poor decisions that really affected my life. And as a result, it affected my thinking. It affected that, okay, I did this and it didn't work, so I must not be good at that. It happens. And then we take that in, and it stops us from doing the next thing. Or we start questioning whether or not we're able to do the next thing, or the next thing, or the next thing. You know, so our experiences and our bringing up, our life our life growth, our life experiences, and even the experiences of others. How many times have you looked at somebody else's what you might consider a fault, or what you might consider a poor choice or a poor decision, and you're looking at their outcome. You're looking at what happened as a result of them doing thus and so. And that shaped your thinking. That shaped how you think about whether or not you could do it. You know? And sometimes we look at their successes and think, okay, well, I'm going to create that same level of success. And then when you start, if you have a setback, then you question your ability whether or not you can achieve the same level of success that other person did, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to keep our mind clear, keep our mind intact, and keep our peace and our joy. So let me share a couple of things when I start talking about the what in the world is that? The things that other people do to us and that we do to ourselves that can perpetuate a negative mindset. How many people have been the subject of manipulation? Manipulation or intimidation. Using guilt or scare tactics in order to get you to do something against your will, or to guilt you into doing something that they're going to get the benefit of. Not necessarily that you will receive a benefit of, but something that others want from you. Yes? No? I have used manipulation, and I have been manipulated. That's how I know how strong and powerful of a force it is. I have had people to try to guilt me into doing things. And people you think that are not necessarily bad people, but they just don't know how to communicate. So the only way that they can get you to do something is to make you feel bad about it. That's all they know how to do. In order to get you on their side, or to get you to thinking like they think, they use manipulation in order to get you to do what they want you to do. You know, I've used it. I know I'm human and I'm not condoning it because it was a bad thing to do. But because I didn't know any better, and because it took me some time to recognize, you know what? That guy is trying to manipulate me. I know what it feels like, so I can recognize it when somebody else is doing something that is manipulating me into doing what they want me to do, not necessarily what I want to do. And it happens. It can be so subtle, so subtle. I tell you what, here's an example, and not to say that it's really an extreme, but how many times have you been on Facebook and this post come across your feed that says, if you believe in this cause, like and share. I believe in the cause, but I don't have to like and share every single freaking thing that come across my Facebook page. That's a form of trying to guilt you into doing something they want you to do. Seriously, it is. How many times have you posted something that says, like and share this if you support or if you believe type A man? Seriously, people, that's a form of manipulation. I have done that. And you know what? I started checking myself, because whether or not somebody agree with my viewpoint or not is irrelevant. Do I believe it? Do I stand on it? That's all that matters. And I can like and share my own crap. I don't have to like and share everything that comes across. Now, there are times when things will really affect me and I feel like I need to. And then I do. And it's okay. But recognize it for what it is. Whether you decide to like and share or type amen is your business. But understand why you're doing it. Right? Understand the purpose behind it. And if you're okay with it, then by all means, have at it. But those are just a few of the little things that happens and come across in society that are subtle, but they can really get to us. You know, and the things that we do to ourselves, like guilt and fear and regret. Oh my, regret is huge. It is huge. There have been so many times that I look back over my life and wish I had done things differently. Wish that I had made a different choice, and wish that I had made a different decision, or wish, God, if I knew then what I knew now. Well, you don't, and you didn't. So we have to let go of regret, or it will stop us. Make a better choice. Hi, Liza. Thank you for joining, darling. So we have to make better choices and not allow our past indices, situations, circumstances to affect, our mindset going forward and what we can do. For those of you that are just joining, I have my computer, I'm recording. I have my Periscope over here, so give me some hearts, show me some love. I have my Facebook Live over here, so I am multitasking so I can reach the masses. That's the whole point. So if you're not part of our Facebook community, then join us at alignyourlife.com. Align Your Life, L with the Y, F-E.com. And receive more inspiration and motivation to help keep your mindset stable, to help you continue to grow in your journey. So as I was saying, that the greatest conflict is in our mind. The greatest conflict is not really what somebody said or what somebody did to us that really affected us. It's how we absorb what they say. How someone says something or does something really is irrelevant until we start getting That information through our senses, our vision, our hearing, our feeling. And then we start processing it. Our mind processes that information. It processes that information and it tells our heart how we should feel about it. How we should feel about what just happened, what somebody just said. And you know what? Once we attach our emotions to that thought, oh my gosh, checkmate. Once we attach our emotions to how we think, I'm going to be hurt about this. I'm going to be angry about what they said. I'm going to be furious. And then we start attaching our emotions, building up that mindset. And that's it. We got our mind wrapped up in what people are saying about us. We got our heart wrapped up in what people are saying about us. And once we start internalizing all of that, checkmate. Checkmate. It's a stronghold that has to be broken. And it's harder to get out of it than it is to prevent it from happening in the beginning. So how many of you believe in Scripture? I believe in Scripture. And I believe in the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ is my Savior. That's where I draw my strength. And that is my belief. So my belief is when the Bible says, so as a man thinketh that he is, how I think about myself is how I'm going to be. How I think about my circumstances, my situations, my ability to grow, my ability to exceed, to excel, and to live the dreams. Those things that I want to have in my life, how I think they will happen. I can think them into happen. I can speak them into happen. It's a mental thing. It's a mindset. It's a mind thing. So we've got to be diligent at protecting our mind. So I'm going to share a couple of things, 3 or 4 things that I want you to use or even consider and helping you with your mindset, right? The first thing is get your emotions in check. Get out of your feelings when it comes with dealing with things. Think about what it is that you want instead of. So when you're in your feelings, you're all emotional and you're all irrational and you're all, well, I'm just going to say how I am. I can use myself as an example. I have a really kind heart. I really do. And a lot of people think that I am not approachable, and I am. I really am. Once you get to know me, I'm fun. I'm a really neat person to be around. I have a good time. I enjoy my life. But what I have learned to do is because I have such a big heart and such a kind heart, I had the tendency of letting people get into that space who really meant me no good. They say they got my back and they really don't. So what I'm saying is don't be quick to attach your emotions to nouns. Nouns, person, places, things, situations, or circumstances. Don't be so quick to attach how you feel about stuff. Analyze people. Analyze those situations. Consider whether or not if what you're feeling about that thing, how it's going to affect your self-esteem. How is it going to affect your self-image? How is it going to better you as a person? And am I saying be heartless? No. Am I saying don't care about what's going on in your environments, in the world? No. What am I saying that you should not care about your neighbor? Absolutely not. What I'm saying is guard your heart. Guard your heart. And what you let influence your emotions, what you let influence how you feel. Guard it carefully. Excuse me. I'm getting excited. Carefully monitor what you allow to come into your space, what you allow to impact your day, what you allow to impact your joy, your peace of mind. Oh my gosh. I can have hell everywhere else. But when it comes to my house, in my home where I sleep, that's a place of refuge, I cannot have hell there. So I am quick to monitor what comes into my home, what comes into my space, where my husband and I dwell. That's our sanctuary. So I guard it. I guard it. You have to guard your heart. Remember, the enemy is after your mind. And if he can get to your mind through your emotions, if he can get to you through how you feel and how you're attaching yourself to people, places, things, he got you. So guard your heart. When you do, you will guard your destiny. You guard your dreams. You guard your safe haven. And you can still have a big heart, right? Make the decision. Second thing, make the decision. Make the decision. Are you going to be a victim of your past? Are you going to be a victim of those limiting thoughts and those limiting beliefs and the situation that you have no control over? Are you going to be a victim? Do you have a victim's mentality? What I mean by victim's mentality is, are you thriving off the mercies of others? Are you relying on everybody else's kindness? Are you expecting to receive that you are not giving? Are you expecting others to give you what you are not willing to give and do for yourself? That's a victim's mentality. Oh me, poor me, look at me, I'm suffering. Get over it. You can get over it if you want to. If you want to. If you want this instead of that. If you want to see your life change and your dreams manifest and your purpose walked in and lived in, you can make the decision. You can change it. Yes, it's hard work. And no, it doesn't feel good all the time. It doesn't. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. It stretches us. But you decide. You make the decision. Where do you want to stay? Do you want to stay status quo? Do you want to stay normal? Do you want to stay safe and comfortable with your fuzzy and your blankie? Do you want to stay there? Or do you want to live in the dreams and the hope and the promises that God has for you? It's a choice. It's your choice. So the first part in doing that is changing your mind. Changing your mind. Give up those thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, that don't get you anywhere. Envy, strife, grief, regret, pain, frustration, confusion. All of those things come. Those are emotions that keep you stagnant. So separate those emotions, right, from your mindset. It takes practice, but you can do it. One of the ways you can do it is begin to speak powerfully into your life, into your space. Speak positively as in affirmations. Instead of saying, I would but, or maybe I'll see. No, change that. A little bit at a time. I can. I will. I'm going to create a plan. I have these goals. I'm going to put them on paper. I'm going to create a plan of action around these goals that I have. I'm going to start executing and acting in those plans, creating something with my hands. And I believe, aloha Shayna, our love coach. Welcome, darling. I believe that God will bless the works of your hands when your works are doing something, when you're doing something with your hands. You know, your hands can't be idle. You can't expect God to bless the works of your hands if your hands aren't working, if your feet aren't working, if you're not doing anything that's beneficial to your growth. You can't sit on your hands and expect them to be blessed. You cannot do anything of substance if you're not in action. I can think about it. I can think about doing it. So while I'm changing my mindset, that's a good thing. I have to actually put some works to that and make it deliberate. Okay? So action is for the direction we want to go, right? Also, surround yourself with people that are going some places. People that are doing some of the things that you want to do so that you can learn, so that you can grow, so that you can get outside of your box. You know, a lot of times we have this tunnel vision. We have this tunnel vision and we can only see what we're used to seeing. But there's a whole other world out there of different people and cultures and experiences. And whew, I know, because I had to start cutting some holes in that boxes and creating some windows in the box that I had surrounded myself with. I had to do that. And once I cut a hole in that box, I was able to see out just a little bit. And it was like, oh my gosh, there is life out there. So I had to cut a little more and create something I could stick my head through so I could see what. And then I had to cut a door in that box that I had myself stuck in. And then it was like, let me tear down this box. Get this box, climb out of the box. It's amazing. So don't limit yourself to only what you know. Read some books that are stimulating to your creativity, to your mind, to your faith, to your joy. Right? That's what it's all about. Creating a positive mindset for yourself. Not attaching your emotions to nouns. Not attaching your emotions to situations and circumstances. Guarding your heart. Guarding your mind. Guarding your place of refuge. Guarding that space. And sometimes you even have to guard your dreams. You have to guard your plans. You can't tell everybody everything. So keep your business off of Facebook. Right? Seriously. Seriously. There are some people that look to see what it is that you're doing so they can find their best effort and they get their best plan together to counteract what it is you want to do. So as you grow in protecting and guarding your mind and your space, you're stronger and stronger and stronger at discerning the spirit of others and discerning who has your best interest at heart. And when you're surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded, even though they offer some criticism, it's out of love and care for your well-being, then you're in a good place. So celebrate yourself, celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate where you're going, celebrate every step that you make in guarding your heart and your mind. Keep your mind free and clear of negativity. Keep your mind free. Hello, Russia. Keep your mind free from anything that will hold you back. Old dead weight, old dead thoughts, old dead emotions, old dead feelings that no longer serve you. That's important. Okay? Remember, manipulation and intimidation are not to be messed with. Don't allow people to manipulate you or intimidate you or guilt you into doing things that are against your core values, and you don't do the same to others. Right? That's what it's about. How many of you are sports fans? Let me tell you something I learned a long time ago about when you're playing sports. The whole thing, like boxing, hand-to-hand, stuff like that, the whole thing is to get into the mind of your opponent. The whole objective, if you've watched the beginning of a boxing match, they're standing there, they're toe-to-toe, they're looking in each other. Where's the camera? They're looking into your eyes, right? They're looking into your eyes. What they're trying to do is impart fear into you, to intimidate you so that you will let your guard down. They're trying to mess with your mind, and that's what the enemy is doing. The enemy is trying to mess with your mind, get you to think, oh man, this opponent is stronger than I am. This opponent is stronger than I. That's what the enemy is trying to do. Stare back at it and say, there is no way you're going to win. You plant your feet and you gird your loins and you stare back at them. Say, you can't have my mind. I got this. I can do this. You're not beating me. Because I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Or whatever your belief, your belief system, your Christ is, your power, your peace, your harmony, whatever God is for you in your universe, in your space. Your faith and your trust and your ability in it. Stare your enemy in the face and say, not here, not today, not my mind, not my emotions, not my heart. And you stand firm. Okay? It has been awesome. It is right at 11:30. So that was pretty quick. So what I want you guys to do is to continue to thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I hope this has been beneficial for you. I hope it has been beneficial for you to think about how you attach your emotions to your thoughts and your thinking patterns, and how your mind processes your thoughts and your emotions, and how they really affect how you see yourself and the power and strength of your abilities. You got this. So it's time to go out and get out of the shadows, get out of the box, and make your dreams come true for yourself, for your life, for those people whose lives you are meant to touch. It's time to start doing that. So that is my challenge for you today. Go out and do something about where you are so that you can get closer and closer and closer towards your destiny. Okay? All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. I love you guys. And I'll see you on social media.